Hello everyone, welcome to another Versus video. I am BBD, joined by
CVM.
and we are battling with two decks from the Grand Prix. I am playing Mardu Midrange against CVM's
Green-Red Monsters.
Which-
the winning deck.
the winning deck of the event. Yep.
A little surprising, to be honest.
It is,
It's
yeah.
a unique build, and hopefully we can put in some work.
Yep. Can't say that it really excites me that much, but I know CVM probably...
I like casting Pelucranos, that's for sure.
Yeah, so we're going to start things off again with the Morph game,
Yep.
which, as has been pointed out, is 55% chance for the guessing party to win the game. Currently, statistically 0%, based on the times we've done this game. Both CVM and I have lost on the first pickup, so...
Each time.
Point of the game is if I flip the BBD card, I win. If I flip the CVM card, I lose. And if I hit all three morphs, I win. So let's go ahead and, all right. Let's go ahead and spin the roulette. All right, this one was real close to me, so I'm going to go with that. Ah, come on. Can't be real life. Yeah. Actual tilt right there.
I'll go first. This game's fun.
This game sucks. This game really sucks.
Alright. Well, this is actually a pretty sweet hand, so I'm going to keep.
This hand's a little awkward. We definitely need a black source to be able to cast basically most of our spells, but we do have a scry land. We do have an early piece of interaction, so I'm still going to keep it anyway. We have a pretty good chance of finding a black source. So
Mystic go.
a Mystic. All right. Well, that was probably one of the worst draws we could have had, and we definitely don't need another white-red land. So you're up.
Alright. So here I have the option, I can morph this. I could just play this and then this. And I think that I just want to play this and this. I think that's going to be our best bet here. So I'll scry. And that is the perfect card. We'll show it again just so everybody can see how beautiful it is. And I'll play Carry to Impasse.
I have a feeling this is going to not end well for me. So, go.
Drop.
Am I getting dragons?
You are getting dragoned.
Alright, I'm at 16 points of life.
Go ahead.
Alright, come on, deck.
Black source for the Doom.
Mm.
Doom.
I am just going to play a Seeker of the Way. Chip it back.
He is seeking the ways.
He's seeking something.
Alright.
I'll tell you what I'm seeking. And that is a source of black mana.
Alright, well we're just going to attack with our dragon.
12.
And we're just going to play out both of these guys and then pass.
Alright. A black mana source here, and I'm back in this game. Ah, not a black mana source. Alright, I feel like I am just almost dead. See, I'm at 12. I can go to 14 this turn. And then I have a blocker here. I would take, if he monstrous his dragon, I'm going to take 4 plus 7. I think I can survive at 1 life. I think I can survive at 1. So we'll go for that. Alright, I'm going to chain to the rocks, Pelucranos, and prowess this. And then attack you for 3.
Yep.
So I got a 15, and you're at 17. And I'm going to go back to 14. Play another Seeker. Your turn. If I had drawn a black source, things would have gotten pretty crazy.
So I think that I just do this. Like it protects this from a Crackling Doom.
For 6.
Yep.
Okay. Not enough.
I think that I still just want this Xenagos.
Yep.
And then this just gets shuffled. Yeah. Now, it actually could have been right to only do a Hydra. Yeah, I actually should have just Hydra for 5 and attacked with this Rattleclaw Mystic this turn. Because there aren't any 6s, and like it goes from 5 to 7.
Yeah, but you do also get a sixth look at a card too.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's close. Like I can see either way. I mean, I actually like going for 6 to be honest, but
we're gonna make a guy and send these both at you.
All right. Well, I think that I am just trading with the Satyr here.
And you go to 10.
Yep.
Go ahead.
All right. Black Source, and we still have a shot. All right, touch. Down to 9. I won't say it's a good shot, but I'm still in this game.
You have a way to kill my dragon now?
No. You have a way to kill your dragon? I can kill your Hydra and your Xenagos, though.
Oh, well, we got Crackling Doom.
Yep. Alright. I am going to Crackling Doom and trigger the Prowess on this. I'm going to not redirect, because I'm going to have to attack the Xenagos anyway.
15.
And then I will attack the Xenagos. I go to 12, and he is down. And we'll just put those over there. And that's it for me.
And you have how many cards?
3.
So you're... I mean, if you can't kill this guy, you're just dead to the monstrous?
Yes, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead anyway.
Alright.
Yep.
So I also drew a dragon. Sorry.
Okay. Alright, we are back for game 2, and I'm on the play. Oh, wow. Oh, jeez. Okay, I've looked at 4 cards, and I'm pretty sure I'm already, like, snap mulliganing this hand. Man, it's actually really close. The last 3 cards made it very close.
Wait, so the first 4 that would make you snap mulligan, is it just like rock, rock, butcher, butcher?
That's basically what it is, yeah. So...
Double rock, double butcher, 3 lands?
I think I'm actually going to keep this hand, as weird as that may seem. I'm going to try... basically, anything that's not a land immediately gets shipped to the bottom. And we're going to try to like get there in the power of these cards and see if it works. So.
Alright, well, my hand's actually pretty good, so I'll keep it.
Alright, scry. Bottom. Go.
Go.
Go. It's probably the worst draw in our deck,
Go.
to be honest. Go.
Oh, ouch. Alright, and here I think I just want to get this Xenagos out there and start attack.
18.
Good.
Discard a butcher. Go.
Alright, so here I'm gonna play a Courser. I'll gain a life.
Okay.
We'll plus the Xenagos, play a dragon, and attack for 6.
12.
Go.
Yeah, that's game.
Oh man.
Alright, we are back with the sideboard. I guess I'll start off since mine's pretty simplistic. I am going to cut 2 copies of Sorin Solemn Visitor for 2 Banishing Lights. I feel like Sorin is not at its best against your deck. For one, you have dragons to attack it. And the lifelink isn't that big of a deal, like if I can't really even attack into your board anyway. Butcher is already good enough, like just so good against you as is that I don't think I need a card like Sorin. So I don't know. I don't think Sorin is like that fantastic. I mean, granted my draws weren't great either game, but I felt that Sorin was just kind of an awkward card in my hand, and I felt like the way the games would have played out, even if I had drawn well, it wouldn't have been that important. And then Banishing Light's just a great removal spell against, you know, your creatures and planeswalkers and things.
Yep. For myself, I'm going to try transforming into a bit of a Green Devotion type deck, bringing in 2 more Hydras, 2 Hornet Queens, a Nykthos, an Ash Cloud Phoenix because I feel that it matches up well against his threats and removal, and a Sarkon just as another way to kill his larger creatures. And I'm cutting Xenagos, Pelucranos, and Alcrater's Claws. Now, it could be that this is wrong when I'm bringing in the Hydra package, since I still want to have cards that I can Hydra into. But for the most part, I think that I'm just trying to get to this card either with Hydra or by casting it with my Mana Guys. So that's what we're going to try for this first game. I did see Chained to the Rocks in game 1.
Yep.
So if I happen to see any of these Banishing Lights in the post-board games, I could potentially bring in something like Destructive Revelry. But for now, I don't like boarding it in just against Banishing Light.
Yeah. One thing I want to note as well is I am on the play this game. For the sideboarding on the draw, I might actually change. Like, if I'm on the draw, I might want to bring in like the End Hostilities, the Elspeths, and maybe even the Angers, or Read the Bones or something. But for the play, I think I just want to be the aggressor.
Yeah, be as proactive as possible.
Yep.
So
All right.
let's see what happens.
Okay. All right, we're back for game 3, our first post-sideboarded game. All right. All right, this could end bad. I'm getting a little gun-shy about keeping these 2-land hands, but this is a very good hand, so this is about as good as I can ask for, so we're going to hopefully get there this time.
So these are the types of hands with this deck that I think that you have to keep. I'm not happy about it.
Would you say
It could go real bad, but
nomad, bro?
I'll give it a shot.
All right. Go. Give you a little taste of what turn 1 was all about.
Good.
The tilt is already just super realistic here. All right, Seeker of the Way, go. So far, we're already on course for bricking.
Go.
Dang it! All right, I wish I had just.
Did you have a lightning strike?
Killed that guy.
Don't do it now.
Yeah, I'll strike him, trigger, and attack for 3.
18. No, 17.
So yep, 17. I'm at 23.
Yep.
And we did miss our land drop, so you're up.
Oh, come on, don't do it to me. Yeah.
Come on.
So now I have to make a decision.
I'll choose the one that's the worst.
I think it's this decision.
Alright.
Go.
Come on! Yes!
No.
Alright, time to begin the rattling.
Oh, man.
Alright.
Can't beat that card.
Good, because I got a lot of them, so
16.
you're up. I got more where that came from. Sure.
Go ahead.
Alright, come on, land. Alright, we are in it to win it. I will go ahead and chain to the rocks your courser.
Oh yeah, I'm just actually dead.
And then play another Rabblemaster. 2 triggers, an attack for a grand total of
I'm
8.
just actually dead. I have no way to kill any of your Realm Masters.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, we're back for game number 4. I am on the play, and I have brought the 3 Pelucranos back into the deck. I cut a Hydra, a Sarkhan, and a Hornet Queen. I think I want to be a little more proactive so I don't get rabbled.
Alright, well, I'm on the draw, and as such, I decided I was going to cut 2 Seeker of the Ways for 2 End Hostilities. So we'll give that plan a try.
Alright, well, we got 2 pair, so we're going to ship these bad boys.
Oof. Oh, I don't like playing against either of those cards, so I think I'm okay. I have probably... This is one of the ugliest hands I've ever looked at in my life. Like, it is a mixture of lands and spells, and they all do relevant things. But wow, these are some. This is an ugly mix of cards. I'm gonna keep, but it's an ugly mix of cards.
Alright, I will keep this hand.
All right.
Your turn.
No, dodge the Elvish Mystic.
No Mystic.
We're already off to a good start. All right, so I want some more red sources, so that is what I'm saying on top of my deck.
Your turn.
Alright. Always a caryatid, never a bride. Yeah, I don't think I want this. For one, we already have a copy of this card, and it doesn't really fit with the game plan that our hand is trying to do. So I'm going to ship that to the bottom and say go. $19 for
19.
CVM. Is it a mountain or a forest?
I think I want to get a mountain here.
I feel like it's Big Daddy Palook. Maybe I'm wrong.
Your turn.
Alright, well, barring anything crazy, which didn't happen, we are going to banish him to some other region
Yep.
and say go. Sure.
Your turn.
Well, he is very likely also just going to get banished. You're up.
Alright, well maybe I should bring in these destructive revelries.
Really? What would lead you to believe that?
Go.
Ash Cloud Phoenix. That's an annoying one.
Hopefully this one lives. Doubtful. Since you have 6 cards.
Well, I want to start playing this stuff, so even though this is kind of awkward, I'm going to end hostilities. Doesn't do a whole lot, but I want to start putting my creatures out there, so you're up.
Oh, that's real awkward. Attack you for 2.
18.
Your turn.
So I could play this or this. And even though this is a significantly more powerful card, I would rather actually play this card, because if I just jam this thing naked out there, and you'll notice by the artwork he is somewhat naked, probably just is going to die to like a Sarkhan or like a Crater's Claws or something. Whereas if we play this first, we get to set up like this, or this and this, or a number of other things. So I'm just going to go ahead and Hordeling Outburst. And make 3 goblins. And then I will just pass the turn.
Alright, well that's a start, I guess. Hydra for 3.
Okay. The old brick.
Go ahead.
Alright, I'm going to fetch down to 17. So I could use a Pain Land to cast this Lightning Strike, but I'd rather fetch because I want to have a mountain in play anyway, in case I draw a Chain of the Rocks. So rather take a point of damage this way than take one with the Battlefield Forge and then have to fetch anyway.
Good.
And I'm going to Lightning Strike your Morph. Thought it might have been Rattleclaw Mystic.
Oh, man.
Alright, so here... Well, that was kind of a sweet draw. I think I'm on this plan for this turn, because next turn if I draw a land, I can do both of these. So, we'll crush in.
I'll block 1.
Alright, take 2.
Yep.
So 17.
Making a rock.
Yep, time to rock out. With our rock out. And you're up.
Well, think we just have to use this now. So clause for 4.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. Land would be a delight. Nope. But that's pretty good. I still think that I'm just gonna play a butcher this turn though. And I will sack one of these guys to give haste, and I'm gonna attack for 8.
10.
Thought you were at 19, 17 to 9. So you fetched. I hit you for 2 last turn.
Oh yeah. So what are you at?
I'm at 17.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I just messed up. 9.
All right. Go.
Well, I don't think that is going to be enough. Though I could do this. I'll play an Elvish Mystic.
Sure.
We get 3 green. No Hydra for 2.
Okay.
Boom!
All right. I have Crackling Doom
Alright,
plus
well, I'm
fires.
just
Yeah.
Alright, we're back for the last game. I'll be on the play, and I feel just from playing the sideboard games, I just want to be as aggressive as possible. So I cut the Go Big package. No Hydras, no Queens. Cut the second Nykthos, and just brought back in the Xenagoses and 2 Destructive Revelries since I just got demolished
Banishing
by
Light.
Banishing Light last game.
Yep. I left my plan the same.
That was awkward. I thought I took that guy out. Alright, I'll keep.
I'm gonna keep as well. We're missing a color of mana again, but
Go ahead.
I have high. Okay, we got there. Go.
Go.
So I could play this, but I don't actually think that does anything. I think I would rather set up this, this, and this. So I'm gonna actually scry and try to get my mana right. Well, I don't actually think that this does anything either here. Since we're on the draw, and he's probably gonna play a creature next turn, I don't really see a situation where we're really gonna be casting this. So I'm gonna go ahead and bottom it and try to draw some lands. So, yeah.
Play a Xenagos.
It was about the worst possible.
So here I can just make a 2/2 and attack, or I could just plus and play this Elvish Mystic, which I think is going to be better.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Alright, I'm just going to pass the turn.
Alright, so I'll scrap.
Okay.
And this is just fine. Alright, so I will plus Xenagos.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he would add 7 mana? Trying to think what. I guess like Hornet Queen's probably the fear here. I'm just gonna respond with Crackling Doom. That might be a mistake, but
I will all float.
okay.
And it's power, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this
Redirect.
will redirect. He'll go to 3.
Yep.
So I have 2 mana right now.
After the builder
Yeah.
resolves. Yeah, you have 2 mana.
3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll Hydra for 4.
Okay.
And well, I know I can get this one.
No, that's pretty bad.
Looks like that's what I get.
Oh, that's not good for me.
And then it'll be your turn. So I thought I took all the Hydras out, but I guess I only got 3 of them. There was still 1.
Alright, the outlook looks pretty grim for me here. Maybe I should just play that Seeker on turn 2. I didn't have a third untapped land, but maybe I was supposed to just play it anyway. Go.
Okay. We're both still at 20, yeah.
I believe so.
I can. I think I just want to cast this and make a 2/2. Dragon, make a 2/2. I'll go to combat.
Sure.
Everything, yeah.
Crackling Doom.
Alright, well, we're going to sack this Phoenix.
Sure.
Convenient.
Yeah. If I had just let you Hydra, your Hydra would be bigger.
Yep.
Yeah. I just didn't want to get queened, so.
Yeah. Are we redirecting or to me?
Yeah, redirected.
Alright. So you take 10.
Yep.
Go.
Oh, I need to draw land. Nope.
No, do you have end hostilities?
If I did, that'd be sweet.
That would be real gross.
I don't have end hostilities. Four, 6, 7, 8. I guess I can maybe survive a turn by just doing this. So I'll Crackling Doom.
I'll just sack the Hydra.
Closing us.
Yep.
Go.
Alright, I'll have a lightning strike.
Alright, I'm dead then. Yeah, I had.
I think you
Xenos
also
was like
just,
the
you
actual.
also just said to like a land, right, on this?
Yeah, I'm dead to a land too.
That.
With that.
But yeah, Xenagos is just.
Like I had. This was my opening hand. And Xenagos is just the worst. Like, Carried into Xenagos is just the worst possible. Alright, we are here for the conclusion of our video of...
epic battles.
Yeah, epic non-rap battles. I don't know.
Of current times.
Yeah. Current day and age. Where CVM butchered me with his Genesis Hydras and...
Yeah.
I don't know. Things of that nature.
I felt like the majority of the games were one-sided fights.
Yep.
Where somebody was struggling on mana, which is something that happens in Magic the Gathering. In particular, it can plague the 3-color decks, whereas the 2-color decks tend to have a little bit easier time casting their spells. But as you can see, cards like Butcher the Horde and Crackling Doom are extremely powerful. So
yeah, hard to cast but very powerful. One thing I want to note is I know there's some discussion in the comments last week about like redoing games that are really bad or whatever, or redoing games where one person floods out or one person gets mana screwed, and I wanted to like actually address that because I just don't think that's a good idea. And the reason is that like that's just how Magic is. Like, you know, that's going to happen in a tournament, and a lot of times you're not giving a fair estimate of a deck if you ignore those kinds of games. Like there's decks like, for example, your deck is just a much more consistent deck than my deck.
Yep.
Like you have Caryatid and you're only playing 2 colors. So, you know, me not hitting a black source game 1 and me struggling to hit like a second red source in game 5, like that's just going to happen to a deck like that.
That's going to happen.
So like if we just don't show those games, we're not actually showing a realistic representation of what these decks are actually like.
Yeah, and if we ever run into a spot where like, you know, all 5 games are like one person mulligans to like 5 and just gets mana screwed, then we might either refilm or like add some more games onto it.
Yeah.
But for the most part, we haven't had any 5-game sets where every single game has been bad. There's usually, you know, just a couple games where one person happens to get screwed. But even still, you can win. I mean,
we've seen that.
Like you beat me on a mulligan before. Like
Yeah.
I've won multiple mulligan to 5s. Like those are the kinds of games that you want to see because, you know, who knows what happens. You can definitely win on those mulligan hands.
Yeah, like it. Yeah, it definitely takes away from like the way things work in tournaments. Like I lost in the GP last weekend to a mulligan to 5. I mean, my opponent just had a good hand on his 5-card hand, and I stumbled a bit, and he got me. Like, it can definitely happen. Like
Yeah.
you're not like dead if you mulligan or whatever. So yeah, I definitely feel like, I mean, we did see some games where I struggled to hit things or whatever, but that's just like, you know,
It's magic.
part of the way, and especially a 3-color deck like this. But anyway, what were your thoughts on that deck? How did you?
I like it a lot. So I really like Ash Cloud Phoenix.
Yeah, I think.
Like
yeah.
I commented, I think it was last week when I played the Teamer Monsters deck.
Yeah.
But I think that Phoenix is probably just better than Polukranos right now.
Yeah, I mean,
And
it was definitely better.
I would just rather have 4 Phoenixes and no Polukranos moving forward. And I think that's probably something that I'll work on for the next time I have a standard tournament, which
might be a
will
while,
maybe,
actually.
I think our next one is Columbus. So we have like this weekend isn't anything.
Then
we have
Nashville.
Nashville, and then I think we have Columbus. So I'll probably be working on a deck like that for them for that tournament. I think that these style of decks are probably where you want to go if you want to try and have a chance against the Abzan decks. And Phoenix helps against the Jeskai decks. So like this deck was weak to Jeskai because of Mantis Rider. Polukranos is just a giant, terrible do-nothing against them. But Ash Cloud Phoenix is actually really awesome. So
Yeah, and I like having like Lightning Strike and Crater's Claws as well. You want ways to like, even just trying to rely on like Mantis Rider, or even trying to rely on Ash Cloud Phoenix or like something like Arbor Colossus to block a Mantis Rider is not always a winning proposition because of Jeskai Charm.
yeah,
Or even they can just like strike your Phoenix and hit you, and you know, Magma Jet it when you flip it back up and you take 2 more or whatever.
yeah.
So I do like having actual removal spells. I think it's
Yeah.
important. That's why the Green Devotion decks struggle with that deck.
Absolutely. What did you think about Mr. Bradley Nelson's deck?
Well, I mean, like my draws were kind of awkward, so it didn't play that well. But I do think that the deck's still pretty good. I felt like there was like I really like the synergy. Hordling Outburst was a little awkward, but we definitely saw how good it was in Game 4, where it let me trigger Raid and Rock, let me get haste on Butcher.
Yeah.
I actually had a Rebel Master in hand too, where I could have, you know, played the Rabble Master, and then next turn I'm already attacking for 6
like a
or
billion
7.
with the
Yeah,
Rabble Master.
yeah. So, I mean, I think there's a lot of like powerful things here. I probably didn't sideboard correctly, but I'm sure he could let me know, how to sideboard in a matchup like this. I'm not even sure if that deck was even on his radar at all, to be honest, because who's playing monsters? I don't know.
I mean, I wasn't there, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, I actually am really high on Hordling Outburst right now.
Okay.
I think that it's a very, very good card against all of the non-Abzan decks. So I don't think it's bad against Abzan, but against decks like Jeskai, the blue-black control deck, they're just wanting to 1-for-1 and try and tempo you out of the game, whereas Hordling Outburst is just a card that can enable the rest of your deck, but takes multiple cards for them to answer it and stop you from being able to do that. And I think that's where you want to be against those decks. That's how you have to fight them.
Yeah, I agree 100% with that. Actually, that's a very good point. And I wouldn't even say Abzan. I would just say green decks in general is where it's weak. Anything with like Caryatids, Coursers, just things that get in the way. But yeah, like against blue-black control, they have to have a Bioblade, or they're getting 2-for-1 out of it, or 3-for-1s.
Yeah.
And then the Jeskai decks too, like it takes care of their Rabble Masters and like pressures them in a way they're not really equipped to deal with.
Yep, and to be honest, even against the Courser decks, like it turns on your Wingmate Rock, which is probably your second best card against them behind Butcher the Horde.
Yeah.
Which it also helps Butcher the Horde, so it's still a fine card against those decks. Like I honestly can't ever see myself siding that card out when I'm playing that deck.
Yeah, I mean, I probably am supposed to I'm probably supposed to side a couple out in this matchup actually.
I don't know. Rock and Butcher are very good. That's how you have to try and beat me, I think.
Probably. I'm not sure. Maybe Seeker. I side out 2 Seekers. Maybe I'm supposed to side out 2 Outbursts. I'm not sure. But yeah, I do think that the deck has a lot of potential, so I'm interested to see like how the metagame shapes up. Definitely looks like Abzan and Jeskai are kind of like the 2 dominant decks, but there are other decks that there are other decks and other cards that are not really getting the play they deserve. One of which is Ash Cloud Phoenix. I think really isn't getting quite as much play as it deserves.
I agree. That card is very, very good, and I'm looking forward to playing it some more.
All right.
So that's definitely what we're going to be doing. So for this weekend, there isn't anything on this side of the country for us, but we do have an open coming up this weekend. that I hope everybody has some good luck win. If you're going to be playing this green-red deck, I definitely would recommend trying out a full 4 Ash Cloud Phoenixes.
Yeah.
And play, some number of Pelucranos, maybe 1 or 2, but it could possibly just be the 0 is the right number for it right now.
I mean, I think you still want some, but yeah, like Phoenix is just so good.
Yeah, the card's just really good.
Yeah.
So, thank you everybody for stopping by and hanging out with us this week when we did our battles. For those of you who are watching not on StarCityGames.com, there should be some videos scrolling underneath you down below. Go ahead and click there if you want to see any of our previous BBD versus CVMs. Make sure you like and subscribe. That's not even a word. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel so you can get notified and see when the new BBD versus CVMs go up. Spoiler alert, those are on Fridays, so make sure you check it out then.
Every Friday.
And let us know in the comments what you guys want to see, especially since this weekend there's not going to be a plethora of results for us to go through like there was last weekend with the GP and the Open. So make sure you let us know what you want to see next week, and we'll see what we can do about it for you.
Yeah, I've got a couple of wacky decks in mind, so we'll see. I might play something a little off the wall, but we'll see.
Sounds like a good idea. So thanks for stopping by this week, and we'll see you guys later.
See ya.